edition of QuaranQueening Comedy. And now, for your daily dose of laughter, the joke of the day. The Queen meets with President Trump, and they're having a conversation, and in the course of it, he says to her, "By the way, I just have to tell you, your whole government is run so well, so efficiently. How did that happen?" She said, "Well, we have a little secret here in the UK. What we do before anyone comes into power is we give them a very simple riddle. And if they can answer it correctly, we know we have a winner." She said, "I'll show you how it works." She said, "Send in Boris Johnson." So Boris Johnson comes in and she says, "Boris, your parents have a child. It's not your brother and it's not your sister. Who is it?" So he thinks for a minute and he says, "It's me." She said, "You're right. Very good, Boris. Thank you." She said, "See how that works?" So President Trump comes back to the U.S. First thing he does, calls in Mike Pence. He said, "Mike, I have a question for you. Your parents have a child. It's not your brother and it's not your sister. Who is it?" He says, "I don't know, Mr. President, but I'm going to find out." So he goes into his office, and first thing he does is he calls his childhood friend, the smartest guy he knows, Bobby Kane. And he says, "Bobby, your parents have a child. It's not your brother and it's not your sister. Who is it?" And he says right off the bat, "It's me." That's the answer. "It's me." And he says, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes." So right away, Mike Pence goes back to President Trump and he said, "I know you just asked me a question. You said, Mike, your parents have a child. It's not your brother and it's not your sister. Who is it?" "I didn't know then, but I know now. The answer is, it's Bobby Kane." President Trump said, "No, you idiot! It's Boris Johnson." Okay. Well, I hope you're all staying safe, staying sane, and staying strong. And I'll see you tomorrow for another edition of QuaranQueening Comedy.